Back in the early 90s, being a PC gamer meant one thing. You were part of a very small, very nerdy, very tight-knit club. There was no Steam. No online downloads. No Reddit forums. If you wanted a new game, you either bought it from a specialty catalog and waited weeks for it to arrive from overseas, or if you were lucky, you had a friend willing to trade or copy their floppy disks. I was one of the lucky ones. I had a friend named Max. We had a system. We'd pool our allowances, take turns buying expensive imports, and share the games. Back then, most PC games came with their own weird brand of copy protection. Sometimes code wheels, sometimes puzzles, sometimes you needed the manual just to get past the main menu. But we had it down. We were careful. Trusting. Like brothers. Then came him. A new kid, let's call him Nick, transferred into our class halfway through the year. He was kind of loud, smug, always had something to say, and he bragged endlessly about his uncle who had every game ever made. We were skeptical, but he started bringing in floppies, games we'd only dreamed about. Syndicate. Doom 2. Monkey Island. Stuff we would have killed to play. Max and I were cautious at first, but the lure of those shiny new games got the better of us. We made a deal. We'd trade our original copies with him for a week, he'd copy them, and he'd give us something in return. A game for a game. Fair trade, right? Except, it wasn't. The first few games he gave us? Total garbage. Corrupted files. Missing install folders. Copy protection bypassed in all the wrong ways. At first we thought he made a mistake. But it kept happening. Weeks went by. We kept handing over gold and he kept returning trash. The Settlers? Gone. Broken Sword? Gone. Even my precious Monkey Island 2 came back scratched with marker on the label. I was livid. The worst part? He laughed it off. Every time. Oh, must have been a bad copy. Sorry, bro. No apology. No effort to fix it. Just smugness. And if that wasn't enough, he mocked me. I was a massive Queen fan. Always had a Freddie Mercury patch on my backpack. I respected the man deeply. He'd mock me saying things like, "You like gay music, bro? That's kinda asus." Yeah, real charming guy. That was the moment something snapped. Max and I had enough. We weren't just going to take it. We needed revenge. And not just petty revenge. Legendary revenge. And as fate would have it, opportunity struck. Our school announced we were going on a field trip to an AIDS awareness event hosted by a local health foundation. It was the early 90s, remember? This stuff was everywhere. Public health campaigns. Flyers. Posters. Free condoms. The works. And Nick? He hated the idea. Said it was disgusting. Said it was pushing the gay agenda. We watched him squirm the whole event. Especially when they handed out goodie bags. Pamphlets on safe sex, flyers about HIV, and, yep, branded condoms. Most kids tossed them. We didn't. We kept every last item. We had a plan. You see, I was one of the few kids in school who had an inkjet printer at home. Fancy stuff back then. Combine that with Max's design skills and we could make anything look official. That weekend we forged a letter. An amazing letter. Complete with the AIDS Foundation's logo, address, and a fake signature. It was addressed to Nick, but marked Mr., his last name. We knew his parents opened all the mail. The contents? Dear? Thank you for your recent letter. We understand it can be difficult exploring your identity as a young gay man, and we want to assure you that you are not alone. Enclosed you will find educational materials and free condoms to help you explore this safely. Please remember to practice safe sex at all times. With support, the Abdullah. We enclosed the full packet. Flyers, pamphlets, and 3 bright pink condoms. We mailed it that Monday. And then, we waited. For 2 days, nothing. Then came the explosion. Nick didn't show up to school Tuesday. Or Wednesday. We heard rumors his mom had found the letter and lost her mind. Crying. Screaming. His dad was furious. He got grounded. Had his computer taken away. And, cherry on top, his uncle banned him from borrowing any more games. We played dumb. Hey, anyone see Nick? Wonder what happened. But after a few days he came back. Silent. Stiff. Humiliated. And that's when we knew the revenge had landed. Eventually Nick figured it out. He started fishing around, asking if we had anything to do with it. We kept straight faces, but we might have smirked too much. Eventually Max cracked. Told him the whole thing. Nick lost it. Told the principal. His parents came in. We got called to the office. Sitting there, across from his parents, hearing his mom sob and his dad accuse us of attacking his son's identity, was wild. We explained everything. From the stolen games to the broken trades. The mocking. The lies. To our shock, the principal didn't suspend us. He gave us detention but also warned Nick about his behavior. His parents? Not so forgiving. But you know what? We never got a corrupted floppy again. And he never said another word about Queen. It wasn't just revenge. It was justice. The kid who took advantage of everyone around him finally got what he deserved. He thought he was untouchable. Thought we were just dumb nerds who wouldn't fight back. He was wrong. And that letter? That letter became legend. Sometimes when someone keeps taking from you, you gotta take back control. Sometimes the best revenge isn't loud. It's printed, folded, stamped, and delivered with perfect timing. If this story made you smile, hit that like button and subscribe for more unforgettable revenge stories. And drop a comment. What would you have done in our shoes? Until next time, stay sharp, stay petty, and remember, karma has a wicked sense of humor. This story isn't just about revenge. It's about reclaiming dignity when someone chips away at your trust and mocks who you are. In life, there will always be people who take advantage of kindness, exploit trust, and laugh in your face after doing so. But silence isn't always the answer, especially when that silence begins to erode your confidence or identity. Sometimes the most satisfying justice doesn't involve confrontation or conflict. It involves cleverness, patience, and strategy. These teenagers didn't choose violence or cruelty. They responded to betrayal with creativity and exposed a bully using his own hypocrisy and fears against him. Their actions forced consequences that no adult, teacher, or authority ever could. The deeper lesson? You don't need power, size, or even age to stand up for yourself. With the right idea and a little courage, you can take back control of your story and leave the world with a tale no one will forget. Video game. He stole our games. He laughed at us. He mocked our favorite band. But what he didn't expect was that we would get the last laugh with a fake letter that destroyed his reputation at home. In the early 90s, getting new PC games wasn't easy. No internet, no downloads. Just floppy disks, trade deals, and a lot of trust. But when one smug classmate kept scamming us and laughing in our faces, we knew it was time for some next-level revenge. This is the true story of how two teen gamers used nothing but a printer, some school handouts, and a fake letter to completely humiliate a lying classmate, and it worked better than we ever imagined. Collision. This revenge is smart, funny, petty, and oh so satisfying. White heavy checkmark. Watch to the end for the full payoff. White heavy checkmark. If you've ever been underestimated, betrayed, or mocked for being yourself, this story is for you. In the 90s, there were two things I loved more than anything: my PC games and Queen. But when a classmate stole dozens of games from me and mocked me for loving a gay singer, I didn't just get mad. I got even. And my revenge? It involved a fake letter, free condoms, and one of the most conservative families in town. If you've ever been betrayed by someone you trusted, you're going to love this story. Hit that like button, subscribe, and settle in, because this is one hell of a throwback tale of sweet, sweet payback. It started with a floppy disk. A blank one. Another trade, another lie. Another game I was never going to play. And that was the moment I knew I wasn't just going to get even. I was going to destroy him. If you've ever been betrayed by someone you trusted, scammed by someone who smiled in your face, then this story is going to hit you hard. Hit that like button, subscribe, and get ready for a revenge so wild even the school principal got involved.
Whether you're a beginner or an advanced learner, our carefully curated stories cater to all levels, making learning English enjoyable and effective. Join our community of language enthusiasts and let the magic of storytelling transform your learning experience. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos. Dive into English Story Well, where every story is a step towards mastering English.